Jason&Jabari.
What's up, guys? This is Jason from the Jason&Jabari Gaming, and today we have Battleground Season 22 finished, and here are the rewards. I'm starting it off by opening, but last video I asked you guys a question, and that question was, what was your favorite game mode to watch? Some of you guys said crystal openings, which are super fun to watch. In rank ups, of course, and then others of you guys said they like to watch Battlegrounds, which is very understandable because of the competitive nature of Battlegrounds. And then some of you guys like Battlegrounds as well as Alliance War, which both are super competitive with the node combinations. Makes it super interesting how you tackle certain puzzles, right, and how well you can play. Lastly, we have my boy Garena, who said that he enjoys free-to-play challenges, which is very interesting because that helps the free-to-play player base and learning different things while not having to spend anything. So shout out to all you guys for the answers. And today's question of the day is kind of an interesting one, in my opinion, and that is, how would you improve Battlegrounds? So that could be anywhere ranging to quality of life changes, to the game mode, to enhancing it with maybe something else in the game mode to make it a little bit more enjoyable for you guys. But I'm not here to give you guys ideas. I actually am genuinely curious, because in my mind, Battlegrounds is the biggest game mode in this game, and ways to improve that game mode are always welcome. So hopefully Kabam hears you guys' thoughts. Hopefully you guys put some thought into it, and I can't wait to hear it. But let's go ahead and get into this opening. So guys, I got 323rd from Jack's Battleground Blitz. I almost did 15,000 points. You guys saw me opening up the signature stones early on. I got 20 of those, so that was huge. I put them into champions that I felt needed the signature stones. You guys already actually saw me open them. We got 7,000 Titan shards, and we got 18,000 7-star shards. So on this whole video, I think we opened up 3 7-stars and we opened up a Titan. This is already pre-recorded, so I know what I get. But yeah, that was pretty good. I used all of my Elder's Marks, which was roughly about like 12,000 something Elder's Marks, in order to obtain that score, which I don't really use Elder's Marks, so I was fine to do that. This season was the most I've ever played Battlegrounds by a long shot. I did get burnt out closer to the end, and I really did not enjoy the meta at all. It was very unenjoyable for me, but hopefully we won't have to deal with that meta anytime soon again, because the AI was terrible. It was so bad, and it was a draft dependent meta. It did have basically equal playing for most players that were at the higher end, meaning that your roster size, it helped, but it really was only based off of a few select champions that you needed to get to win. So it didn't matter if you had a really big deck or a really small deck in that sense. But I mean, deck size always does help a little bit, but this one made the field a lot more even, in my opinion. And I guess if you looked at the lineup of players that landed in Celestial and High M1, normally you probably would not see some of those players in a different meta. And that's no shade to them and their talent or anything like that, but that's just the reality of the situation, in my opinion. But anyway, I'm just opening up some random crystals, enough to get 2 7-star openings here, and then we'll open up another one. I'm really hoping for some good dupes or onslaught. That's all I'm really looking for right now. And the first one is Sasquatch, which is excellent. I will always take Sigs on Sassy. That actually puts him over 100. So that's pretty good. I was not mad with this pull at all. Actually, I think that's a W. So I'm very pleased with that. If we can do that like one more time, I'd be happy with that. So let's see what the next 7-star is going to land on. Again, the only new champion that I'm looking for is Onslaught. Other than that, I need some solid dupes. And again, Photon, she's rank 3, just like Sasquatch is rank 3. So putting Sigs on her is excellent, and that takes her up to 120. Sasquatch went over 100, I think 106 or something like that, 104, 106. So 2 huge wins for me. Now we're going to move on. It took a couple days for us to get the Alliance rewards. So we finished in the 10 percentile, which is expected of DSVG. So we get some tier 4, which is really good. I'm really close to forming my first tier 4. I just did a rank 3. If you guys haven't checked out that video, definitely go check out who my latest rank 3 was. They will be a nightmare this upcoming meta, 100%. And I'm very happy about that. I've been told my roster is pretty scary to face, so I want to live up to that expectation, and I always value defenders over attackers. And I value versatility, but not over everything. It's first defense, and then versatility, and then attackers. That's just how I play Battlegrounds, and so far it's put me in a pretty good position playing it that way. You definitely want some nasty defenders if able. All right, so next up we're going to move over to placement. We did get Celestial 5. We placed 96 in the world, so we still are top 100 player in the world, which was the goal, which is what I promised you guys. We get the what do you call that? The title again. We get 2,500 Titan shards, 12,500 7-star shards, 3,500 of the 6-star shards, and then we get, you know, alloy crystals and stuff like that. Which is all fine in case we want to take up a 6-star relic or 5-star relic, etc., etc. That's all good stuff. We get 80,000 of the Battlegrounds tokens. So ultimately, that was the goal. I'm not going to commit to C5 this time because last time was such an unenjoyable experience for me. I will say I will try, and that's all I'm going to say, because I don't want to make you guys a promise and then feel like I'm obligated to do that. I can play at the highest level. I've proven that time and time again. Sometimes I enjoy it, but I'm not going to play nearly as much as I did in the last meta to ensure that that happens, and then to ensure that I get a decent score. It's just not going to happen. But we will have some really dope live streams, so make sure you guys come by the live streams when we're streaming Battlegrounds, and hopefully we can just have some fun, because that's what we like to promote. All right, so next up we're going to open up our third 7-star crystal. You guys already know what I'm looking for. Some good dupes again, or Onslaught. I have a Poverty Onslaught, which is just not good enough at the level that I try to play at, to be completely honest. It's fine, but it's not fine. So hopefully one day we can get a 7-star Onslaught. But in the meantime, hopefully we could get a good dupe, which we just passed over that Photon. I would have took another Photon dupe and been very happy, but instead we get Silver Surfer. I'm not a fan of the champion. Yeah, we'll just leave it at that. I don't really care about that. But out of this Titan crystal, the number 1 pull I would say that I want is a Negasonic Awakening. Number 2 pull would be an Enchantress Awakening. And the number 3 pull would be an Arcade Awakening. I know that sounds really weird, but that's true. I also closely would love more SIGs on my Nefaria, but I already know I can get SIGs on him elsewhere, so he's not as important. But I know you guys are like, what? Arcade? Yes, Arcade. Superior Iron Man will also be really, really good. I would love to get Awakening on him, but I think Arcade's going to be Menace. So this pull, surprisingly, was the first time Awakening on Arcade, and I'm actually really happy about that. Yeah, I'm actually really happy about that. I took him up to rank 2. He's in my Battlegrounds deck, and I think he's going to be a problem this meta, guys. Just hear me out. I know he's a little bit unfavorable for most people, but I honestly think that he's going to be a problem. I know a lot of people know how to fight him, but if they don't have buff immunity, he's going to constantly get to his special ones, throw those off, and then he's going to become more and more of a problem. And on the flip side of that, he doesn't really gain buffs, but he can control Domino as far as he'll have 100% with his ability accuracy and stuff like that. He's a slower type champion, but he does have decent debuffs and stuff like that. So if I need to switch him to offense, what I'm trying to say is it's possible I can use him offensively. But honestly, I'm ranking him up again because of defense. So if you're interested in his kit, I slowed it down a little bit so you guys can kind of see what he does. And I'm very, very interested in this champion. I can see myself taking him to rank 3, but I don't want to make like a rash decision or anything like that. So I'm going to test him at R2, but don't be surprised if he's one of my upcoming R3s. So that's going to be the end of the video. Like and subscribe. Keep helping push us forward. We'll catch you in the next one. Peace.